Hi there. Today I am making some cinnamon roll and I am trying this recipe I saw online. I'm going to start by scalding my milk and then we'll move forward with the process. So I'm going to turn the burner on and I'm going to scald it, not boil, which means that we are going to turn the burner off as soon as we have an indication that the milk is warm. And you should watch it closely. Don't turn away, don't look away, because it will just suddenly rise and boil all over and onto your stove. And if you're like me, you don't want that. So the bubbles are beginning to form around the edge of the pot. So that means the milk is ready. So I'm going to turn the burner off. I am going to pour 1/3 of the milk in here. I am going to make a roux for the add to the dough, and so I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of flour in here and work on my roux. So we're going to mix this. Going to turn the heat back on real low, and we're going to mix this vigorously until we get this paste. Texture is going to be like a mashed potato. So there you have it. We are going to pour the 1/3 milk, hot milk, into the mixer. We're going to add 3 cold eggs. We're going to add our roux. We are also going to add a 1/4 cup of water to cool our mixture down. Then we're just going to incorporate this before using the dough hook. Now let's make sure that this is cool, or at least feels like room temperature. It doesn't feel hot to me. Now I'm going to add my flour and then my yeast. This is 4 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of yeast. We're going to mix this very slowly until it comes together. Now that the dough has come together, we're going to let it rest. We're going to scrape this down. I'm going to cover it and let it rest for 5 minutes. 5 minutes has elapsed, so let's add our sugar, 1/4 cup, and our salt, which is 3/4 teaspoon. Let's start mixing again. And we are going to go slow. We don't want to burn up our machine. Now I'm going to start adding my cool butter, 8 tablespoons. And we're going to, these have been cut into approximately 1 inch. So we're going to throw that in and make sure it's incorporated. The butter is cool. It's not quite room temperature. It's not very warm. So it's easier to absorb into the dough. The dough is ready. We are gonna put it in the prepared bowl. It is a little tacky. We are gonna form it into a ball and put it in the bowl. The bowl is already greased. Now we're gonna let the dough rest for about an hour until it's like 50% its size. And then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator overnight. So I'm gonna cover it. Put a cap over it, and we're gonna let it sit for an hour. Let's make our filling. This is half a cup sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Just combine this. We are gonna flour our surface. We are going to add 12 tablespoons of softened butter. Now I'm going to sprinkle my cinnamon sugar evenly. Blueberry preserves that I want to put on one side of this thing. So that's what I'm going to do here. Now let's roll our stuff. And I'm gonna roll the other half. I am gonna use my dental floss to cut these. We are gonna let these proof and then we'll get them ready for the oven. Proof might be 30 minutes to an hour. These are our cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator. I'm gonna start by covering it with foil so we can trap the moisture. We're gonna do that for 15 minutes while it bakes, and then we'll remove the foil after 15 minutes. Let's put these in the oven. Okay, let's make our frosting. In this bowl, I have 4 ounces of softened cream cheese and a cup of powdered sugar. I am gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna add about a half a teaspoon of lemon juice just to cut down on the overall sweetness of this dessert. Here are my cinnamon rolls, and these are the classic. And here are my blueberry cinnamon rolls. I am gonna cover these with the frosting. I'm not gonna cover all of it because I won't be consuming all of it right now, but I'm gonna cover some of it with the frosting, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Thank you for watching. Bye.